Last day in Bali, packing all my stuff. This is like the most dreaded times of moving anywhere. You have to pack and you're just thinking about, can I just fly already? So I get sorted and stable for my next place. So yeah, sorting all that stuff out. I'm really pushing it with the luggage limits. So over time I'm cutting down so that I can travel out of one bag. But yeah, got my whole life here. Let's go. And when I had Bali belly the other week, I was procrastinating so hard, so I decided to get on top of my luggage. Let me show you this. So yeah, I weighed every single item I have, like to the gram with my food scale. And I put a status based on whether I'll be keeping it or not. And it helped me get organized, but it's pretty funny. Like, let me find something. Like I weighed this, like come on man, USB, 10 grams. Like, how OCD can you get? Anyways, it's done now. I have it. And I have the weight of all my items if I ever need for no reason, absolutely no reason. Today I'm just wrapping everything up, doing a little bit of work. And I actually got tickets for Chris Williamson live in Bali, which is tonight. So that'll be cool to see. That's in the evening. Come home, make sure everything's sorted. And then tomorrow morning we're flying. Have you guessed where yet? Leave it in the comments. And let's see. It's crazy I've already wrapped up 4 months in Bali. Like, I remember getting back to Melbourne from Germany and like starting my project and then thinking end of the year I'm going to Bali, and then toward the end I was looking forward to it, and then I finally got here. And I remember the day I got here I was like, oh, did I make the right decision? But then after a week I settled in and everything was really good, and yeah, now we're leaving. It's the next step of the journey, which is crazy. Yeah, honestly it's been really good. I think it's a really good place to go if you want to save a bit of money and you just want to focus, get rid of all your distractions. Obviously there is a lot of opportunity for distractions here. I don't face that myself, but like if you're going to go to like Influencer Central in Canggu and like suss the nightlife, the dating life, all that stuff, you're going to get distracted no matter where you are. But I guess that's more of like a, I don't know, personal goals, discipline sort of thing. Like if you can have that happen to you here, you can probably have that happen to you everywhere else if you're going to get distracted by that stuff. For me, the main benefit was generally just being here, being able to have a consistent routine with no distractions. The thing is, the more people around you that you have in your life and that you care about, the more likely there are to be distractions. If a friend messages you to catch up, you want to catch up with them. That's fair enough. Your parent needs help with something, you go help them. There's a cool restaurant that you haven't been to for a year in your hometown. You want to go eat there. So yeah, things like this can get in the way, and like there's nothing wrong with these things, and they're really important, building relationships and all these things. But if there's a point in your life where you just want to like focus for some period of time, this is been a good opportunity for me. I'm not saying it's the best place for it, but it is a viable option. Here I was able to eat clean 95% of the time because I ordered all my foods, don't have to worry about cooking. And on top of that, being able to go to the gym every day, maintain the routine and focus on work. My shoulder's actually dying from holding this, but another thing is I've been able to progress in my running, consistently building up week on week, because I can just put my shoes on, go for the run. Weather's really consistent. Don't have to worry about a lot of stuff apart from the rain here in wet season, but like even then you can kind of run through it. So that's not really much of a problem. And additionally, I've met some really cool people. Like I stay in a co-working sort of space, and especially for me as someone who's working on a software project, I've met a few guys working on software projects themselves, and it's been mad to share ideas with them, learn from them. And it's really interesting to see because everyone has like different focuses and different experiences, different levels of experience, so like how long they've been working on things. And yeah, just chatting to people, you actually learn a lot. So yeah, I've learned so many things implemented in my business that have been helped from the people I've met, and I still stay in touch with them. So yeah, it's actually been really good. I'm definitely ready for the next step. Like for me, I don't think I needed to stay here for much longer. I would definitely come back and do it again, but I wouldn't do like, you know, extended 6 months to a year here based on my current mindset. I think for me, it's good to change it up a little bit, change the environment. But yeah, the door's always open to run this back in the future for sure. I didn't really have any clear, distinct goals in terms of scaling my business coming here. So there's no like metric I can say I hit my goal, but like just reflecting on how far everything's come. I came to Bali with 1 user on my platform with all his members of his community. And I've scaled that now to having over 6 coaches, and they're starting to onboard their communities. And I have systems in place to scale that. I have confidence in scaling. And honestly, the platforms came a long way, released so many updates, dropped my first iPhone and Android app, and so many things like that. I think like the whole vision's clear now. I think I can set goals that are actually like based on numbers now, like how many users I want to hit, and things like that. Because systems are in place, I got data, and I'm getting more data, so the business becomes more predictable, and I have a lot of confidence. So yeah, it's definitely been a win. Can't say I ticked every single box because there wasn't really many boxes I set for myself. But yeah, the main thing I set for myself was just to stay consistent and work hard, and I think I did that very well, so success. All right, just came back from the haircut, looking bald. My last purchase for myself from Indonesia. Suss the freshies out, mate. Yeah, I heard a lot of hype about Superblast since I started running. Superblast 2, never got on the train. Superblast 3, I have the Mega Blast, they're sick. So I thought, what better way to get the full blast situation and get the Superblast. So I'm gonna use these as like my easy and long runs, and then the Mega Blast will be rotated into my more tempo and interval sessions. So for now it's Norwegian singles. The reason why I bought these, I don't really want to spend much money on things right now, but these were 3.4 million Indonesian rupee, which is like 290 Australian dollars. And I was looking at Australia prices and they're around 340, so it's like $50 less. And I'm gonna be in Europe in 2 weeks. And in Europe, like when you convert the euros to Australian dollars, I think these cost around 400 Australian dollars. So pretty much got these for like 110 less than what I would be able to buy them for. And right now with 80K plus, and I'm targeting, 100K plus mileage weeks, I don't want to be not having a spare pair of shoes. Because I got my Hoka Cielo X1s on like 550Ks, so they're for the tip soon. I got a pair of Puma Velocity 3, and they're only on 380Ks, but to be honest, they got nothing left in them. So I'm gonna make them for like gym shoes and walking around. And then yeah, I got my Mega Blast and my Metaspeed Sky Parises. So yeah, I'm gonna have a 3 shoe rotation now. Superblast, Mega Blast, Metaspeed Sky Paris. I'm gonna rotate them, and then when we get close to the Berlin Marathon, I'll get a new pair of race shoes and we'll be so on. And as someone who consumes a lot of running shoe reviews and all those kind of videos, it's so easy to get like into the hype of wanting to try every single shoe that drops. But the thing is, a new version of the shoe drops every year. And the problem is, if you buy too many shoes and you don't even use them up, then the new version drops, and then it makes you think, oh, like shouldn't have bought that because I still got 500Ks to use on this shoe, and I can't even buy the new version. So then it's just like all consumerism, and I bought into it. But yeah, right now we're going bare on shoes, and we're trying to push as much mileage out of them as we can. First impressions out of the box though, this colorway is really sick, by the way. But yeah, the foam's very soft. Like as someone who's 92 kilos, when I step into that, I feel like the foam's like really compliant. And the last soft shoe I ran with was my first pair of running shoes, which was Hoka Clifton 9s, and they were very soft. These are even more soft, if I remember correctly. I did have a pair of Hoka Skyward X, which was a long run super trainer soft shoe, but it has like a carbon plate going laterally. So technically, they made it a bit more of a firm ride, or like a stable ride with soft foam. But these are even way more soft. So yeah, I'm curious. Like when I put them on, to be honest, I was like, oh, like these are pretty mid. But yeah, I want to try them out anyway, so we'll give them a go. Like all these reviewers can't be lying to us, surely. So we'll try them out. The Mega Blast is like the complete opposite. It's like, for me, it's like a lot more firm, the foam. It's a nice level of firm. It's not like rock hard. So I think these will, pair up nicely as a rotation if you rotate Superblast and Mega Blast. And then, I can throw the Metaspeeds in for really fast sessions and things like that. Might have to clickbait you with another thumbnail. You know what's a good one? Good thumbnail for you. Alright, now I'm really acting up. Out of here.
The advice that I would say, the lesson that isn't worth listening to from Alex is the pace of aggression that he's worked at And that's not to say that it's not effective, it's to say that he is the David Goggins of working hard. He's the Bonnie Blue of working hard.
All right, it's the next morning. Finally got all our stuff ready. We're leaving for the airport in 30 minutes. These are the bags. You can see 2 big luggages, and we've got fully packed to the brim carry-ons. So yeah, it's gonna be a mission if they make me unpack my bag, which they likely do and they always do. But yeah, that's on me. Pack less. Learn from my mistakes. Anyway, let's go.
Expecting 500 meter harbor for safety. Please ensure that you...
Welcome to Singapore. Got a little humble room here that I paid an arm and leg for because everything's expensive especially compared to Bali. Anyway, some interesting things. First of all, I was expecting like more Chinese signage everywhere. The airport was just all in English, and then I googled it. Maybe I'm ignorant, but yeah, I didn't realize that English was the main language here. But then it makes sense when you do some research. The indigenous people of this island are like pretty similar origin to like Indonesians and these islands. And then there was Chinese immigration in like the 1800s or something, as well as some Indian immigration. So that's why they have a multicultural city and they speak English, but they also have all these other languages. My Grab driver on the way here, he was speaking some hectic language, but it was English, but yeah, I couldn't understand it. And he was hitting a few of the la's. Got a celebration la. And I was pretty mad, so I want to hear more of this stuff as I walk around the city. I flew with Scoot, and because I have 40 kilos of baggage, it was cheaper for me to upgrade to the max seat. So I had the first seat on the plane, first person on the plane, first person off the plane. So I felt like I was a real business warrior, even though I can't afford that. It was only a 2-hour flight, easy. Watched the Eliud Kipchoge documentary. I'm honestly ready to run around Marina Bay Sands, but gonna go down for some food now. A bit of hawker action. Hit up one of those hawkers, smash some food. While I'm here, I'm gonna try to get out a few different videos, some running content and some eating content. Hopefully gonna hit up some hawkers and just smash feeds and film that shit. So yeah, hopefully I'll get that content out. Gotta hold myself accountable. And yeah, in general, gonna explore the city a bit. It's Easter weekend for Catholic Easter. I'm Greek Orthodox, so my Easter's a week after, so I kind of get the weekend a bit free. I'll still be working on my app, of course, but while I'm here for a few days, definitely want to explore it a little bit. I don't know what the hell this building is. It's like we're in housing estates in the middle of Singapore. Or maybe I'm just staying in a shit area, who knows. If we walk into Chinatown, and then there's too many steps. It's actually hotter in Singapore than Bali right now, so I'm cooking. Bro, I swear this is like abandoned housing. Because every single window is open. Well, like, not even open, they're just like, there's no curtains on every single window, and there's no one in any of the buildings. So it's like we're getting a Spaniard in the Hood video on Tom Goes Raw. It's pretty crazy. Anyway, look, these are the wild chickens in Singapore. You see that? There's wild chickens all in there, which is kind of weird. Apparently it's normal here, but we'll have to have a look and see. This is the city. Alright, so I've pretty much been walking around Singapore for the last 5 hours. Done quite a bit. I did a full lap of the Marina Bay. I went to Maxwell Food Centre, which is like a hawker centre, and I got some Hainanese chicken, really tasty. And I also tried kaya toast at 6 p.m, which is, it's typically a breakfast meal, but had to try it at some point. Honestly, that just tastes like fairy bread, but without the hundreds and thousands. It just looks like it has butter on it, but there's some sugar or something. And yeah, it's pretty nice. And they give you some like half-cooked eggs with it, and you can dip it. I don't know if you're meant to dip it, but that's what I did. And it was pretty good. Had a coffee on the side, bit of caffeine boost. Now I'm gonna go out for a run around the city. So I'm gonna probably catch a train back to the marina, and then yeah, do like 10Ks. I'll give you a first run review in the Superblast 3s, and we'll see what these things are all about. So yeah, first run in Singapore. There was heaps of people running at the bay. First run in the Superblast 3s. let's get after it. On feet, let's go. All right, first impressions. It is a very bouncy. I think when I'm climbing hills and there's a lot of load going through them, I sink through the foam quite a bit. Maybe I'm too heavy. But yeah, definitely very bouncy. Feel very fun. Feel very easy to run in. Feel like I can pick up the pace as well. So yeah, it will be interesting. And just like that, 15K's in the bag. Honestly, Superblast 3, mad ride on the shoes. I really like them. They're a bit more taxing on the calf than what I'm used to because I'm not used to running in soft shoes, but yeah, we'll get used to it. Honestly, I was running a bit faster pace than I should be with my Norwegian single style of training, but I missed my interval session yesterday, so I guess I can afford the extra tempo for today's run. I'll throw it on the screen, but we pretty much did around the marina, and across a few different bridges, so different parts of the island. Definitely running at night around the bay is pretty good experience in Singapore. You got to try it out. There's a lot of breeze, even though it's hot and humid. Definitely better and easier than what I've been doing running in Bali. So yeah, keen to see how I perform in my next destination. Hopefully all the hard work in Bali translates. Anyways, that's day 1 in Singapore. I'm going to wrap up the video there. Please subscribe. I'm going to take some more videos around Singapore over the next few days, and then after that I'll show you where my next destination is.